Hello, welcome to Soul Magic 99. Today I'm going to talk about signs and symbols. Sometimes when working with the angels and spirit guides, you can become frustrated and worried that you may not be doing the right thing. Am I on the right path? I would say now is a good time to develop your intuition. Trust in yourself and your feelings. This is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more developed it will become. However, sometimes we just want that extra confirmation of an idea or a decision from the angels, and you can ask for a sign from them, the angels, or spirit guides. This can come in many forms. Obviously, the most well-known one, I guess, is the white feathers. I just want to tell you about an experience that happened to me. Many years ago, I was going through a difficult time in my life, living somewhere I didn't want to be, with a husband who was ill, and we were trying to move home, and it was taking ages to happen. This day, it was my birthday, and I was feeling really down, and I decided to go out into the woods because I always felt better in nature. I was walking through the woods and suddenly started seeing white feathers. I started to collect them up, as I always did this when I found feathers anywhere. But as I walked further into the woods, there were so many, there were hundreds and hundreds of them everywhere I looked. It was amazing. I felt quite emotional, and I knew my angels were letting me know I was not alone, and they were there with me behind the scenes, helping me and guiding me. It was amazing. It was one of the best birthdays I've ever had. Another way to see signs is in clouds. I very often see images in the clouds. And one day, many years ago again, after I'd finished my Reiki training, I was driving home. The sky was a beautiful blue with the white fluffy clouds. As I looked up into the sky, briefly, as I was driving, I saw a pair of angel wings, as clear as anything. And it was a sign for me that I was on the right path. Another sign I saw was years ago I lost a beloved cat, and a few months later, after she had passed, I saw her image as clear as anything in the clouds. And I think she was just letting us know she was still there and watching over us. It was a nice feeling. Another sign, coins or money may appear. You know, if you ask the angels to show you a sign, sometimes it's coins or money may appear out of nowhere. Another sign is music. You might turn on the radio and there's a song playing that really can register with what you're going through at the time, or an answer to a question, or you may have a song in your mind that just comes into your mind. Sometimes these songs play over and over again because they want to get the message to you. Another sign is numbers. I very often see sequences of numbers when I'm driving on car number plates, and I've also seen funny messages in the car plates. When I see a sequence of numbers, when I come home, I check what the meaning is for me. It's always a message from the angels. And I think when I see the funny messages, it's just to find a bit of humour. You might be having a hard day, and it just, makes you laugh. So that's a good thing as well. Also, animals and birds can be signs. I always think when I see a flock of birds, they can very often be in the shape of a V, which could mean a victory in something or moving forward. And certain animals that you might come across that you wouldn't expect to. For example, once I saw a white hedgehog, which was the day before my mother-in-law passed. And I definitely think it was a sign from spirit. I didn't even know you could get white hedgehogs. So that was very strange. Just ask the angels, am I on the right path? Show me a sign. You might ask for a particular sign, but just be open to whatever they want to say to you. Now I want to talk about protecting yourself from negative energies. I'm an empath, so I'm very sensitive to other people's emotions and feelings. Sometimes people can affect how you feel by their mere presence if they are very negative people or speak negatively all the time. A good way to protect yourself is to imagine a blue cloak of light around you from your toes up to the top of your head. Zip it up fully so you're fully protected, and say, I only allow love in and only allow love out. This really works if you remember to do it. The times I forget to do it, I notice a difference, because there's certain people that will say negative things to you or about you. But when I have used it and I've been with the people who have done that, I noticed that they didn't say negative things, or they were in a hurry and they couldn't talk to me anyway. And it's so, clear, I have to laugh to myself about it because it's so obvious. Obviously, there are different ways of doing this. Just use your imagination and just make that intention to protect yourself. But obviously, remember to do this before you leave the house, and you will be surprised at the difference it makes. As it's very difficult being in large crowds because you get bombarded, but obviously sometimes we can't avoid it. So if you have to, make sure you protect yourself before leaving home, okay? Now I want to talk about cutting the cords. All the people we've ever interacted with in our lives, there's an attachment to them and us. A good exercise to do regularly is to cut the cords. These may be people in your life still who you love, and it doesn't mean you don't want them in your life. It's just a way to clear energies, past energies, past emotions. Call in Archangel Michael. He will help you with this. He will use his sword of truth to cut away the cords. Close your eyes and visualize a certain person in your mind that you wish to cut the cord with. You can envision a cord. It may be thin, it may be thick, long, short, have many strands. Just ask Angel Michael to cut the cords with his sword. As I say, it doesn't mean that you don't want them in your life, but very often people that are no longer in our life, we still have these cords attaching us to them, like ex-partners, ex-friends. Just be aware that these people might still be zapping your energy, and it's a good exercise to do regularly. Once you've done this, do it with as many people as you feel you need to. You will feel your energy lift and you will feel much lighter. Okay, so I hope this has helped. And if you like, if you want to subscribe, and any comments are appreciated. So bye for now. Take care.